What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. I'm back in the Criterion corner with my lovely wife, Grace, to talk about all of the new announcements that Criterion just dropped for February 2024. Thanks for joining me on this show. This is your first time talking about new releases with me, but I brought you on because you were looking forward to most of these. I think you were excited about all of these, right?
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I don't know a lot about some of them, but I was excited reading the descriptions and stuff, and I'm excited to be the first person officially in your corner.
First person in the Criterion corner. Well, I can't wait to talk about these either. I'm sure the people in the comments will know which one I'm most excited about because one of my favorite directors is getting a box set finally available in the United States, and I can't wait to talk about that. But let's go ahead and jump into the website and look at what is coming out in February. Here we've got the Criterion.com homepage, February titles announced. We'll click shop now, and here we go. We have all 5 titles that are coming out in February. I'm going to go ahead and start out with the biggest news, which is Eric Rohmer's Tales of the Four Seasons is getting a box set. I'm a huge Eric Rohmer fan. I started out with the 6 Moral Tales box set from Criterion, which is an excellent box set, and I highly recommend you check it out. And then I wanted to check out more of his films after that, but I really didn't have anywhere to go because none of them are available in the United States. Not even streaming. I couldn't even find streaming versions of a lot of his films. So I went to eBay and started looking for international releases of his films, and I came across this gorgeous box set from World Cinema Library, which is a luxury label out of China, and this is the Tales of the Four Seasons, and I wanted it for so long, and I couldn't find a copy that was cheap enough, and I finally found one at the beginning of this year. I think it was in January, February that I bought this. And I've done a review on this. If you want to check it out on the channel, feel free. It's a gorgeous box set. Each season has its own little slipcase inside, and there's a lovely booklet. It's the nicest box set I own, and I'm so happy I got it. And like I said, I bought it because they weren't streaming. Well, right after I bought this, Criterion Channel started streaming the Tales of the Four Seasons, so I was like, oh no. So I knew this was coming. All year I was like, they're going to put out a box set. They're going to put out a box set. And I won't say how much I paid for that, but I paid too much for it, considering we're getting a box set in February. It's beautiful, though.
It's still worth it.
No,
yeah. You don't regret it.
This is better than anything Criterion's going to put out, so I don't regret it. And I'm very happy that this is going to be in wide release so more people can see these films because I think they're really, really great films. And then after that, I moved on to the Eric Rohmer collection from Arrow Academy, which is 10 films in this box set. This includes all the films from his Comedies and Proverbs series. Eric Rohmer liked to do series of films, so he did the 6 Moral Tales, and that's 6 films, and then he did the Comedies and Proverbs, and then of course he did the Tales of the Four Seasons, which we're about to talk about now. Each film is a love story set in each of the 4 seasons. You've seen 2 out of the 4.
I have.
They're not really your thing.
I'm gonna get probably some flack for this, but he's just not my thing.
Yeah, you don't love his style.
The slow storytelling, and I love it. Like I think it's really beautiful, and I can tell what he's doing, and I have an appreciation for it. But I just need more things to occur.
You just need more plot.
Yeah.
You need more plot in your movies, which is fine. I'm sure a lot of people will relate to that. Rohmer hits me in a place because I really relate to his perspective on the world and his perspective on relationships. And he just seems like a kindred spirit to me. Like he writes a lot of personal films that come straight from his experience that he's had in life, and it's very parallel to how I've grown up and what my life has been like. So I really, really appreciate Rohmer, and I highly recommend you check out his stuff if you're interested in kind of just low-key, realistic, everyday life romance stories. It's a beautiful looking box set. This is the same really artwork that they've been using on the Criterion Channel.
So we should have known.
Yeah, like I said, I knew it was coming, but I was in denial.
Yeah, can I tell the story?
But it looks really cool. What story?
Of today.
Oh yeah.
So today I'm at work and I get the email from Criterion, and the first thing on there is this. And immediately, because DJ has been searching for these like all year pretty much, and he finally found them. It was the biggest thing, and then he bought this other box set. So Rohmer has been like his holy grail this whole year, collecting all these. And so I was like, I have to call him immediately. I didn't know if he had seen it yet or not, because he gets the notifications too.
I did not see it yet.
So I FaceTimed him immediately, and I was like, I'm gonna need you to go look at your inbox right now. And he was like, why? What? And I was like, just do it. And I had to FaceTime him because I wanted to see his face. And he just opened the email, and he was just like they did it again.
Yeah, so I keep buying things, and then Criterion will release a 4K version.
They're listening to you. They're listening to what you want, and they're giving it to you. Just maybe a little too late.
Well, this at least is not a 4K upgrade.
Yeah,
so
true.
These discs will be about the same. Yeah. And they've got some really good supplements on this set too. So I think I'm not I don't feel bad about it. I'm okay with it. I've made my peace with it. So let's go ahead and scroll through these. The first one is A Tale of Springtime from 1990. The second, which we've watched together.
Yes, the one I watched, yeah.
1992 is A Tale of Winter, which is the only one I haven't seen yet. I'm going to watch that here in the next couple weeks when it's winter. Tale of Summer is my absolute favorite. It might even be my favorite Romare movie overall. I absolutely love Tale of Summer. And Tale of Autumn from 1998 is another one that I just watched. Then I put it on my top 10 autumn movies that video that I did with John, and I think you'll like that one a lot. I wish you would watch that one with me. You weren't a big fan of Summer, but that's very, I think, male specific from the male perspective, because that's a very I think that's apparently Romare has said that's his most personal film, so it's very specific to that his experience. Tale of Autumn is completely different, and it's it's almost a rom-com.
Yeah, I feel like I would have liked that one, actually.
I think you'll like Tale of Autumn. I think I just started you with the wrong one. So we're going to watch through Tale of Winter here in a couple weeks, and then maybe I'll show you Tale of Autumn too. But let's see, there's not too many special features. There's a new interview program. There's excerpts of radio interviews with Romare. There's a documentary from 2005 on the making of Tale of Summer. So that's, I don't know. I might have to double dip on this one eventually, not right away, but I do want to get this eventually for the supplements. And then there's 2 short films by Romare and a trailer, and of course there'll be an essay inside the box set. So I'm sure I'm going to want to read that, and I'm sure I'm going to want to watch some of those supplements. So maybe I'll double dip on this one, but not right away, because I spent enough on the 4 seasons already. But that's very exciting that that's coming out, and I can't wait for you guys to be able to watch it, because I've been talking about Eric Romare. I've been talking him up for months on this channel, and his stuff's hard to get, so I'm glad it's going to be more widely available. That's coming out on February 13th, so mark your calendars. Make it a Romare winter, because this has been the year of Romare for me.
It really has.
And I guess I'm going to keep it going through the rest of 2024. Next up, let's talk about McCabe and Mrs. Miller. So is this getting a 4K release? Yes, this is 4K and Blu-ray combo pack coming out February 6th. This is from Robert Altman, who I've been dipping my toe into his filmography recently. We both watched The Player, and then we loved both of us. That's great movie. And then I watched Nashville on July 4th, which I really, really liked. And I was getting some Nashville vibes from the trailer when I watched this, although this is a Western, and it's described on the description here as an unorthodox dream Western. And I will say I was really digging the cinematography in the trailer. True. Yeah, it looks awesome. Like, the music behind it just has like a whole vibe. That's I've never seen a unique Western that kind of has this style to it. So I'm excited to check out a Western from Robert Altman. The trailer doesn't really give anything away. It doesn't really tell you anything about the plot. It's just kind of. But apparently it's like about a brothel or something. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm very excited to check this one out. There's a trailer down at the bottom, and they've got some really cool screenshots. Look at that cinematography. It looks great. This is starring, who did we say it was starring? Warren Beatty and Julie Christie. Yeah. So great cast, and looks really great. This is a 1971 release, and it's spine number 827. So already been in the collection before, but it's just a 4K upgrade. But I haven't seen it, so it's new to me. I've never even seen that in stores. Like I thought that was completely new until you said that. Yeah, I've never seen that one in stores either. That's a good point. But I'm excited to see it, and I've liked everything I've seen from Altman so far, and I can't wait to watch more. Next up, coming out on February 20th, we have a movie and a sequel. This is kind of a little box set with 2 films in it, The Heroic Trio and Executioners. This is the first superhero films in the Criterion collection, right? Am I right about that? I mean, there's a comic book film called Ghost World. Oh, yeah. It's based on a graphic novel, but this is like a straight up comic book inspired straight up superhero movie with who's the stars? We've got Maggie Cheung, Anita Mui, and Michelle Yeoh, which of course we love. And haven't seen anything from the other 2 ladies, but it's like a trio of, it looks badass, crazy, over the top action movie superhero stuff. Like, we watched the trailer, it looked insane. I turned off the trailer because it was showing so much of the action, like, zero dialogue. It was just all action scenes. I didn't want it to spoil too much of the action for me. I wanted to wait and see it for the first time, because I'm definitely going to be watching that with you, because they look like a ton of fun. I dig it though, like the fashion, like everything they're wearing, they look awesome. I want to be like in it.
I'm excited.
So these are two films that came out in 1993. I don't know if they rushed out a sequel really quickly or if they were just planned to both come out that year. This is a new one. This is Spy Number 1207, and we've got a little bit of special features here. New interview with actor Anthony Wong and a new interview with film critic Sam Dagon. And then we have trailers and an essay. So very minimal special features, but it's really cool that they're getting this kind of a film in the collection because there's a little bit of Asian action cinema in Criterion, but I usually think of that more as a Arrow video thing. But it's cool that we're getting this, and the screenshots and trailer down here look incredible. Like you said, you love the fashion and the
so stylized,
over the top, crazy set pieces, and it looks great. I can't wait to check it out.
And I'm super interested to see what like the packaging is going to be like, because is it going to be like a small box set, or are they going to be just like in one case? I don't know.
It could just be really one case. Yeah, you're right. It could be the way like Yojimbo is in two. And it could be something like the new Swedish set, which I've never seen them do this before, but it is just a jewel case, but it's just an oversized, thicker jewel case.
Oh, yeah. I do remember.
So it doesn't have, it's not a digipack, and it doesn't have any kind of special packaging, but it's just like a thicker, regular standard case, which I know some people will be excited about because some people don't like the digipacks because they're more fragile. But yeah, I hope that this gets a cool treatment. It could just be a standard digipack like the Todd Browning set that just came out.
I love the art on this though, like the watercolory. Oh, it's super cool.
And even the art also reminds me of like an Arrow video release.
Yeah, kind of does.
It's very cool. I like to see Criterion branching out a little bit. And then next up, we've got two more here, also coming out on February 20th. We have Nothing But a Man from Michael Romer. So we've got Romer and Romer. This seems really interesting to me. This is a film about systemic racism, which we, of course, are making a lot of films about that today, which is very important. And those are great. But this one is particularly interesting to me because it was made in 1964 during the height of the Civil Rights movement. So seeing a film that was like made when everything was really fresh and
that's crazy.
I don't know, that seems really interesting to me. It's a film about a black man who works on a railroad, I believe, and he's just the everyday racism and discrimination that he deals with. It's probably going to be a bit of a sad one. But it's important, and I am looking forward to that one. I love 60s films, and that's a perspective that I have not seen at all in the 60s because I don't think it was very prevalent in Hollywood.
I don't think that was a popular thing to be making movies about.
I'm really excited to see that. Spy Number 1209. By way of special features, we have an introduction to Michael Romer, a new interview program featuring Romer, a conversation from 2004 between Romer and co-producer and cinematographer Robert M. Young, a program featuring archival interviews with actors Ivan Dixon and Abby Lincoln and Julius Harris. And then, of course, you'll have the essay inside the booklet. So there we go. So if you're not familiar with it, you can come down here and check out the trailer. We just watched the trailer and flip through the screenshots here, and they all look really, really beautiful. Like, I love the high contrast cinematography down here. It looks like a really good transfer. So I'm excited to check that one out. I think all of these this month are Criterion's hitting out of the park. Next up, we've got another black and white film. This is coming out February 27th, the last release in February. This is The Roaring Twenties by Raoul Walsh. A 1939 film. I have a history with 1939. 1939 is a big year for film, and I've been kind of collecting as many 1939 films as I can, so I'll definitely want to pick this one up. This doesn't really seem like my thing. It seems more like it's your kind of thing. A gangster film.
I'm super excited.
Starring Humphrey Bogart and James Cagney, which you were very interested in. This is one of the ones you were talking to me about.
Yeah, I mean, I love this time period in history. Like, Prohibition to me is just super fascinating in and of itself, and like post Great War era, plus like gangsters, and this is totally my love. So I'm super excited to watch this. Plus I've only seen Humphrey Bogart in a few things, so I'm excited to see him in something else. Yeah,
this also looks like an incredible transfer.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and go up here. It is getting a 4K and Blu-ray combo pack, so this is another 4K release. I love it when they do 4K releases for black and white films, but you can also get the Blu-ray and the DVD as well, just like everything else that we said here, except I don't think there was a DVD for Eric Romer's set. I think it was just Blu-ray. But again, not a lot of supplements. This seems to be the theme this month, is just a few things here and there, but it does have an audio commentary, which is great. I always appreciate when they have audio commentaries, especially ones with like film critics and film historians, which is what they're doing here with Lincoln Hurst. We have a new interview with critic Gary Giddens and an excerpt from a 1973 interview with director Raoul Walsh. And then, of course, you have a trailer and essay like you do with all of the films. But that is The Roaring Twenties. That looks like a really fun one, and I can't wait to watch that one with you. That's one you'll watch with me. I think we'll probably watch all of these together.
Yeah, I'm interested in all of them.
Roaring Twenties, Nothing But a Man. I'm sure we'll probably wait for a sale for a few of these, but I think definitely. Which one? We'll do this. Which one are you most excited for?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the Heroic Trio.
Heroic Trio.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would be most excited for Air.
Yeah, obviously, but we already have that.
But I already have those, and I'll have already seen all those by the time that comes out. So I think McCabe Mrs. Miller is probably the one I'm most excited about. But it's a awesome month. Criterion is killing it. Keep it up, Criterion. We're loving what you're putting out lately. After December, January, and February, 3 bangers of months right in a row. But we'll get to all these eventually. We'll probably pick some of these up in the July sale next year.
Yeah.
Speaking of the sale, we are still in the midst of the November sale, and we haven't been able to get to a store yet.
I know.
I shot one video already with John, and I picked up a couple titles, but I haven't been able to go with you because
started a new job.
You started a new job. We were both out of town all last week, so we haven't been able to go. So we're going to try to go tomorrow. Shoot another video for you guys, so stay tuned for those sale haul videos because we always enjoy making those, and I love talking to you guys about what you guys are picking up as well. Let me know in the comments also your thoughts on all of these releases. Are you excited to check out the Eric Romer box set? I hope you are. I hope I've done a good job of selling you on that. If you want to check out the video I did on the Tales of the Four Seasons box set from World Cinema Library, click right there. And until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with more videos real soon.